Good evening, everyone. Welcome to APAC finals on the Blitz X Cup. It's a little bit weird to say good evening for me because actually it's just 1 p.m. here. So yeah, I barely woke up. No, not quite, but it's an early stream. It's an early stream. That's like that. And you can see I'm a little bit nervous as well, because today is the first special big tournament of the season for me. I will also be streaming on EU then, on the grand finals. And here we are now for the first one. So let's get started. We are here to see Rory first on the first game versus ICFC. ICFC is a Chinese team from what I've heard, and also Rory is not a Chinese team but a mixed team which has been competing for a while already on top level. Also the Chinese team definitely is on the highest level possible, has been performing really well on the Chinese server as well. I've honestly not seen too many of the APAC games. With all honesty, I've got to admit that I'm mostly into the EU stuff, and also I've seen the NA finals, but mostly I'm following the EU tournament scene. But nonetheless, I hope to be able to deliver to you a great show here as well for this tournament, where it is being played for $90,000 on the prize pool. We're currently still having 4 teams in the tournament. Only one team can make it to the top 1. One team will be dropping out today already, and then we will have 3 more teams competing for the prize pool, for the grand prize pool tomorrow. Of course, all the teams at this stage do get something, but only the very top, of course, does get the main thing, the main prize. And just so you know, we are having rewards for watching the stream here as well. All you will have to do for that is follow the pinned message right above there on the chat. It's very important that you're not watching on YouTube only, then you're not getting any rewards. If you want keys, I'm hearing that all the time, you have to log in on the platform on your respective server. There are 3 links on the pinned message as well. For each server there is a link. It's just, yeah, you can see it there in the link as well. If you're on the correct server, you will have to log in there. You will have to accept the cookies, and then you will be able to get your rewards as well. Make sure to do that. You will get some esports containers, or some special containers, fan containers I think they are called, where you will be able to get some tier 8 tanks. Possibly, if you're watching all the streams, you'll get a tier 8 tank for sure. And I wish you good luck with getting some nice prizes out of those. And especially, I hope you will be enjoying the tournament here, because that's what we're here for mainly. Me at least, and I hope many of you as well are stoked for seeing some great stuff on here. So I'm just waiting for my room invite right now. I will get that on my account here, and the game is a little bit laggy. Yeah, you cannot see it anyways. Yeah, nice to have you all here. Can see a couple of familiar names already, and a lot more people watching live. 2,000 people on the live stream right now here on this channel alone, and there are 3 more streamers as well who are also watching or also streaming the tournament from different perspectives. Let me just set up last couple of things here, because I will have to make sure that the names are in the correct places. Only now I do see them. Okay, so we've got Rory to the left side. I'll be able to show you in just a second, because we're having 3 minutes of delay as always. So that means that I'm only able to show you the room 2 minutes in, 5 minutes before I'm getting the invite. All right. So let's get to it here. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm about to be able to show you the setups. I'm quite excited to see what kind of setups we're going to see here in this top 4, because usually we're having a meta that is evolving over the top tournament, or over the pro tournament, and over the qualification rounds, where we have seen a lot of VZTDs, the WZ-113 GFT, a phenomenal tank at the moment with a reactive armor, with a ton of armor to the front, big alpha. Lots of DPM, good accuracy as well, and just the TD camouflage well used. On top of that, we've seen some light tank gameplay, Batshits being played as the main light tank, sometimes a 200 LT for special purposes. Otherwise, on the heavy tank side, we're mostly having 2 to 3 heavies only, just some VK72s or some Rhinocerontes or some VK90s as well. Sometimes also some mouse tanks. And some, I think that's pretty much it. Sometimes, rarely, we're seeing an IS-4, as we can also see on this specific game. Now I can show you the room, and I did not set the score to 0 yet, but there we go. We can see an IS-4 being played here on Rory's side. On top of that, they are having the VZ TDs, typical for this meta, and also VK72s, VK90 on the right side. We can see VK90 as well, a mouse tank, 3 VZs, Griller, no it's not a Griller, that would have been surprising, it's a VK72 and a Batshit here. We're on Dynasty's Pearl for the first game, best of 7, so 4 wins are needed to win this encounter. And as there is a Batshit on side of ICFC, they will have a good mobility advantage, but it is Dynasty's Pearl after all. It's a very close map. We've got to be aware that most of the map is covered by houses, so very often it ends up in massive brawls where the mobility might not necessarily be all too important, and rather some hit points, armor, guns right in the fight. That's what mainly plays a role here, but if the Batshit manages to circle around, get some caps and shoot the enemies from behind, it can also be super effective here, but it's always a risky call and highly depends on the Batshit player. So I advise you to keep a special eye on that guy there, what he is about to do, if he is messing up or if he is actually just showing some great stuff here on the game that is about to start in just a minute. We still see people. Yeah, I think everyone's ready at this point. Yep, everyone's ready. Fairly similar lineups, I've got to say. The IS-4 here with a special speed boost is surprisingly fast and does have the option of getting into aggressive positions early on. And that's the main strength here of the IS-4. So that means the IS-4 does have some great positional advantage potentially, but at the same time it's really not the strongest tank in terms of armor. It does have a fairly weak hull and also doesn't have the hit points of a VK72 or VK90 or so. Actually the VK90 doesn't have a lot of hit points anymore. But it will be interesting to see how that IS-4 is going to be used right here. And we are getting started with the very first game of the Blitz X Cup finals here. And let me just use the opportunity again to say hi to everyone. Lots of people joining in still. Are you on vacations? I'm not on vacations. I got a stream. All right, let's focus on the gameplay. And hopefully I will get in there as soon as possible. And hopefully my ping isn't all too bad, because usually APAC or Asian server isn't all that close for Europeans. But it seems fine. 260 ping is not anything that I would want to play on, but for spectating it is just fine. Alright, Batshit going for the quick spot here on that sea base in that bush. Going to overlook this area where he does not find anything, so he does have the option of getting right into by C. Still hesitating just a little bit in order to not get punished too badly by some surprise bait. Most of the ICFC team is here in the city. Rory sent the IS-4 aggressively into that A-cap, but he is kind of isolated to the front. If ICFC is getting aggressive, they have the option of killing that IS-4 there, crossfiring him from the side without necessarily having to overextend. But look at Zonk here, getting nuked already, down to 390 hit points. Does he have the mobility to get back behind the corner? Yes, the VZTDs are not being reloaded. Massive shootout of Zonk right at the start already. Rory does have the cap lead due to the fast A-cap, but at the same time, they are just having not the hit points anymore, so that's not all too great for them. ICFC having good positions, circling around the enemies, about to crossfire them from behind using the batshit mobility there. They are having more hit points, they are having the better positions, they are having the mobility on the field. It looks great for ICFC. Rory and bad crossfire, especially top 9 here in the middle of the map. About to get shot down from different angles, but also Super Noob is getting bullied here by Injustice, getting taken out already. Gun advantage to Rory for the moment, but also Injustice has been taken out. Top 9 also about to get killed very, very soon. The Ice Force surprisingly over there, still very healthy. Rory pushing in here, but having less than 8,000 hit points, 7,000 hit points already, which is 3k less than the team of ICFC has. Atomic, a one-shot over there, will get taken out. It is TJY with a batshit going for the kill shot. Fallen also now getting focused, losing all his hit points down to a one-shot, being tracked in the open, will get taken out on the very next shot. Does he have the option of getting behind that corner? Yes, he does. That speed boost working out really, really well here, but still, the VK90 puts in a nice shot, which only leaves 2 tanks on Rory's side with Vadu and also Kiss on the other side there. Just still having hit points, but not going to stand a chance against all these tanks here on side of ICFC. So that is a very dominant first win for the ICFC team. Still having 4,400 hit points on the field. It was a little bit close for some parts, but it was a well calculated push by ICFC. Great job by them using that batshit mobility out really, really well. And that is the first game going to the ICFC team. Strong performance here, like to see that. Good shootout at the start and immediately just making use of that zonk here. Getting yoinked. 466 damage only managed to put out 1 shot. That is not all too much if you're honest about it. But there's always someone on any team doing not much, as one has to be focused. That's how it is in tournaments, especially just as in random games. Although in random games it's not necessarily that someone deals bad damage because of focus fire, but mostly because someone is just YOLOing into some weird spot. But we're here in tournaments where we are having the best of the best players on the field. All of them know how to play, and they are mostly playing absolutely safely. In this case, I assume the VK90 was not able to spot the VZ-TDs. They have, as said, they have the TD camouflage values. They are really good at just outspotting, or yeah, outspotting. I think it works to outspot a heli tank with a TD tank. That should be possible. And the VK90 was just not being aware of that. So that was the first game. We're going to see Dynasty's Pearl once more, with different spawns though. So we are going to have very similar lineups here. Both teams still going, or actually on Rory's side, the lineup is very, very similar. 1, 2, 3, 4 VZ-TDs. And then we're having double VK72, VK90, double VK72 on the ICFC side as well. They have Batcher as an IS7 there, which does potentially make a difference for them if they can make good use of those tanks, definitely. And okay, the score is not updating automatically here. That's not good. I see why it is the case. Never mind. So we are having the team of Rory heading towards the city. Apparently they are going for a bait over here, because aiming for the C-cap. I assume that the VKs will be spotting a bit more aggressively in this area. ICFC though heading all towards the base A. The I-7 is doing the same thing that the IS-4 has been doing on Rory's side last game. Top 9 getting shot already, losing some hit points, not too many shots connecting actually. But he does continue to lose some hit points. Monkey King not going for the cap. And just going for the stairs here, where he does have a little bit of a ramp to play aggressively, increasing the pressure onto the Rory team. Quite a lot. Look at Atomic here, losing 1.5k hit points early on already. And there comes the push. ICFC immediately abusing that hit point gap there. Having shot down Atomic already. They are going for the kill already. 1 minute into the game and they are going for the move here. There is the VK72 moving in first, taking up all the damage. Losing a ton of hit points. But the ICFC team is following up, having 2 guns out of the fight already. 2 kills for ICFC. Hit points still neck and neck, surprisingly. The trades are relatively even. IS7 struggling to penetrate that VK72. Lower plight, quite well armored, and also IS7 not having the most penetration ever on the APCR premium ammunition. But still, the push is coming in well. 3 tanks down, 4 tanks down on side of Rory. On side of ICFC, we're only 2 tanks down so far. And there is still massive crossfire here. So many tanks onto 1. The focus fire is absolutely perfect here. VK72 going down. Zonk over there down to a 1-shot. Try to pressure from behind. Try to get Super Noob. Maybe he still does get Super Noob. Oh, reactive armor being used, but it is a bounce as well. Zonk not getting that shot in. Getting taken out there. Which only leaves Vadu on the field, who is back there in the spawn. Was probably not camping, but rather still trying to put out some shots. And I assume he will have high damage, but it was just not the best focus fire here compared to the ICFC guys, which just steamrolled the enemies so nicely. That was really good to see. Great example of tournament gameplay. Stuff that does not happen in random games here. Like this kind of teamwork is just perfect. Game number 2, also a win for the ICFC guys. And by that we are going to switch the maps as well. This time we will have Lagoon. Fairly new map, and it does offer for some interesting strategies and interesting moves, definitely. Lots and lots of possible paths to go for. I really like this one for that reason. It's also very complicated to play. I've heard from a lot of players who do not enjoy it all too much for that reason, because it can be a little bit confusing, which I can agree on. It can be confusing, but I like just that, because you can abuse it so easily, or not easily, but you can abuse it so nicely and make use of these different routes possible for surprising the enemies, pushing up to some different spots there. Lots and lots of options here. And mostly we're seeing teams just heading towards the middle on this map, because there are too many options to stop someone from pushing forwards and punishing anyone moving into the A or C cap. But still, people will go for either of the caps in order to still have their cap advantage potentially and not lose out on that. 17 seconds left to go. Rory is playing for basically the same lineup once more, this time fielding an STB1 as well. ICFC going for a budget again, having an IS7 as well. The VK72s on both sides, VZTDs as well. Let's get into it. Portal not working, someone complaining there. If you want the keys, just a quick reminder, go for the portal of your respective server. The links are pinned above there in the chat. Make sure to have the correct server. Make sure to have cookies activated as well. And there should be enough already. If it's really not working at all, you can still take some screenshots and send it to Wargaming, but in the best case, it will be working without any support. Alright, next game here on Lagoon. STB1 heading towards base C aggressively, taking the ramp there, going up the hill. That's the best way to go about it, with the STB1 taking the high ground here. Having some nice crossfire then. And there is Monkey King getting shot down by the VZTDs really heavily at the start already, down to 1.1k hit points. Base A has been taken. Base B gets taken right now. Rory is there with the double VK72s, having to back off though, as they are getting pressured by Captain Low over there, who is coming in, but maybe getting a tad too aggressive, as top 9 and Zonk will be able to shoot him down there. 1.1k damage into Captain Low, putting him down to a one-shot of tungsten rounds of the VK72s doing their job. Monkey King got killed on the other side as well. Let's zoom out a second here. Rory is pushing forwards with the VZTDs, having a disadvantage on that fight, though getting taken out there. Rory has lost 1 tank for killing 2. Still a good trade so far. Over there we've got another fight. ICFC pushing forwards into Rory. But Rory is very aggressive over here, having a huge tank advantage in this area, making good use of it. They are winning this fight over here. They're having 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks versus 2 on this side. They are only having 1 tank more right now, but the Batshit is coming in. Batshit will be able to kill top 9, taking a big shot for that though. Still having 2 more shots into Zonk before having to back off here. Batshit doing a great job of circling around the map, being nasty and bullying the enemies from behind here. Kus also down to a one-shot, about to get pushed onto by Super Noob. Does he get the kill shot in? Yes, he does get the kill shot on. 3 versus 3. Very, very close fight here, but the Batshit is going to be able to deliver some clips here into the enemies. That makes a huge difference now, to have that mobility on the field. They picks up all the kills, and that's already 2 versus 1 right now. The STB1 still quite healthy. Might be bullying that Batshit a little bit. Still might be able to get the win still even. 1060 hit points on that STB. It is possible for the Batshit to clip him, but it is not necessarily possible. Maybe the Batshit does a low roll, bounces a shot or so. Will have to catch the STB in the open, and also the VZTD is not a one-shot. It is a 2-shot, both of the enemies here, both on ICFC side are 2 shots. STB pushing in again. Oh, does not get shot here. Puts in a nice one into the VZTD, but has to make sure to not get nuked by the Batshit nor the VZTD. Nice circling maneuver here. Does pick up the kill. 3 hit points left, and the Batshit is down. Not having the clip anymore, but Wadoof loves a shot here. 1 shot versus 1 shot. The Batshit having the mobility advantage. The Batshit having the advantage of better view range as well. Vadu versus TJY here. Vadu maybe having the shot, having the better armor now. That's an advantage as well for the STB1. Caps on side of TJY still, so the Batshit does have an advantage in terms of that. It only has to run array. The STB afraid of peeking up here. As he is just losing the Batshit, it's getting increasingly tricky for the STB to get the Batshit out, because the Batshit, if at a distance, can outspot him, but this might get tricky here. TJ aiming for this side, Vadu aiming for the other side. Oh, nope, they will not spot each other anymore. Oh man, 3 hit points on Vadu. Unlucky low rolls by TJY. Oh, I don't know if they were even low rolls. It was quite close. Anyways, 1065 hit points. That was not necessarily doable on 1 clip. But the Batshit does have the mobility now. Can run array, getting towards base A. And will be just sitting on the caps, is actually deciding to cover base A from behind, from a bush there, waiting for the STB to maybe get into that A cap. The question is what Wadu is going to do here. He is expecting the Batshit to aim for base C somehow. He can potentially drop into base C though. He can just take that C cap and has a double cap advantage then. But of course, as soon as he moves into any of the caps, it could be either base C or base A. As soon as he does so, he will expose himself to the Batshit, and he might put himself into a position, or will put himself into a position, that is easy to shoot for the Batshit. If the Batshit is in any bush looking at that cap, there are so many angles. It is impossible to be waiting perfectly for every single option and pre-aim all the bushes any cap can get outspotted. But Dude decides to go for base C. This will trigger a move by TJY, who is now having to do something. Otherwise, he would lose a cap advantage. He might go for base B, but that puts him into trouble again. Maybe he's just going for base C, trying to find the STB1 as he's moving out of the cap. I think that's what he does. Maybe he's getting a bit too close there, losing his advantage like that. He does carefully move in. The question is if he can get him. Who is going to be looking into the right direction now? Vadu sitting in their cap, not paying attention? No, not paying attention. And he did turn around on time. TJY just backing off to not get killed. Now it is a massive advantage for that STB1. Having the double cap pressure soon. Soon. He will have the cap lead. It's just a 50-50 chance, basically. Who's going to peak in the right moment on the right side and who gets the shot in? Both tanks failing their shots. The STB getting killed by that bad shit there. And that is such a freaking close win for the bad shit. Both of these guys did really amazing here. Really well done. Also, that STB just... I hope you've seen that. I hope you've paid attention the moment the STB was getting pushed onto by the Batshit and also the VZTD. And he was just getting around the VZTD, not getting shot there. And actually just managing to survive there. Almost won the game. In the end, I don't know how he fluffed that shot there. Unlucky. Bad RNG as well. Yeah. Unlucky and bad RNG is the same thing, right? Oh man, that's the third win already for ICFC. On this game, Rory was as close to winning this as they have not been in any other game so far. Yeah, that was absolutely amazing to see here. Let's take a breath. Prepare for the next game. Again, Lagoon, of course. We are seeing a rare tank on Rory's side. A Kranwagen is being chosen here. Also, they are running a Batshit this time. They have not played any Batshit yet, which kind of meant they were lacking behind on a mobility on a couple of games. Zonk, the VK90 player once more. Only on that tank. Then there is Injustice also on a VK90 this time. Couple of VZTDs. Bad shit there, of course. On side of ICFC, we're having double VK72, 1, 2 bad shits, and some VZTDs. Again, mobility advantage for ICFC here. And we are going to see the next one. Again here, let's see, maybe the last one actually for this encounter already. Let's go. Due to it being 3-0 for ICFC right now. Both teams heading towards the middle and the A cap. Kiss over here. Going to look at a by C carefully. Nice shot by the Batshit on the first spot. Also, the nice thing about this spotting move there is that you don't necessarily get spotted once you shoot through double bushes. But ICFC getting aggressive here on the A cap with a lot of tanks. Top 9 struggling there potentially. Gets out of trouble on time. Is there anyone to pre-aim his rear? Not anymore. ICFC not building up enough crossfire. Could have shot him down there definitely already if they just said, oh, look at Captain Low getting bamboozled here by the VZ bait. Those tanks are still sitting in the spawn, getting some nice shots in. Captain Low down to 1.2k hit points. ICFC at a disadvantage, but also Zonk lost some hit points again on a VK90. Over here we can see VZ and Batshit fighting one Batshit who is overlooking the C area, still not really able to fight them, but he can still spot them. Has to be careful of getting blind shot. As he is spotting the enemies, they will also know where the shots are coming from, definitely. Vadu backing off, though. On the other side, we can see a push. ICFC moving in on the A side. Rory in trouble, potentially, but they are sending in their tanks here to help. And this doesn't look like ICFC was having any advantage, but they are being really strong at shooting down Supernova. Great focus fire here once more, catching one tank in the open. Gun advantage to ICFC, but they also lost a lot of hit points. And they are not really having much of an advantage, as they're also having one shot on the field. They are still having more tanks in this area for the moment, but the Kranwagen will be able to pick up the kill of Super Noob. There we go. Guns being even. Hit points in favor of Rory, actually, this time. Also, Injustice just got killed. So, gun advantage for ICFC. Now, lots of low hit point tanks. One shots on side of ICFC as well, though. But hit point advantage now for ICFC. ICFC picking up some kills. There are kills everywhere. 3 versus 3. Fallen in trouble here, getting pushed onto by TJY. Monkey King as well, who is having a lot of hit points. And the VZTTs will struggle to get that batchet out. Vadu trying to crossfire from behind there. Not really being able to get into the fight. Might get picked up by the VK72, running straight into Captain Low, but Captain Low is not aiming for him. This was so lucky for that batchet to not get killed there. Monkey King still picking up another kill, but it is suddenly 2 versus 1. Hit points flipping from one side to another. Gun advantage flipping from one side to another. I could barely keep up with commenting on this. This was just such a chaos here. People pushing without having any significant advantage. Still, the focus fire was good there. The push of ICFC did fail in the end. It was Rory winning this one. For the first time, they did manage to pick up a win. And that means we are at a 3-1 now. First time I have to enter a score on the different side here. I'm happy to do so, though. Always happy about closer games. Makes things a lot more interesting. Does Rory have the option of coming back from this? That's the question now. Will they be able to come back from a 3-point disadvantage? They would have to win 3 games in a row now, which is highly unlikely, but not impossible. We've seen such games here, definitely. If any of these teams loses, they will drop into the lower bracket, by the way, and fight the losing team of the other match, which is Risk versus not ID. What's the other team again? What's the other team? Risk and GV, yeah. That's the other team still fighting against another on the other bracket. The losing teams will fight against another losing team of that match, then will drop out of the tournament. So for now, everyone's still having 2 lives here. Might lose 1. So it's not all too relevant, to be honest. I mean, it's just not going to be the end of the world, at least. Next game will be on Winter Malinovka. Rory picking pretty much the same lineup again. No VK90 this time on Zonk there. Also VK72. ICFC preferring an IS7. Also budgets on either side. Each having 1. ICFC going for VK72, VK90. The same amount of VZTDs. Pretty standard lineups that we are seeing so far. Just going with the meta. And not doing anything too specific. Which can be a huge risk, but also be working out greatly. Alright, Vadu getting very aggressive here for the first spot. Having a lot of backup by the TDs and heavies from behind here. Rory focusing on the A side. ICFC going for the C side. where there's only Injustice still holding up. And he is also still having some eyes on B, but it's not going to be able to decap base B. And that's going to be a problem. Captain Low now dropping into the B cap. Base B and C being taken simultaneously. So that means there will be a massive cap lead for ICFC, and Rory will have to worry about getting in some kills and re-pushing onto the caps sooner or later. So far, they don't really know what to do just yet. They are still thinking about it. I think there's a bit of a plan here. The Batshit trying to spot a bit more aggressively. While he does have the backup of the TTs. So Richard's just going to stand in position. The Batshit going to spot this area for any potential bait. But ICFC is doing pretty much the same thing. So if the Batshit would spot each other, then they would both have some massive issues. If the VZs are prepared for that. But on each side we are seeing one Batshit spotting double VZs. Now the VZs are moving up aggressively. The Batshit's dying behind. Rory kind of running into the bait here. ICFC is well prepared for this. And they do have great positions on that side as well. The Spawn is having a bit of an advantage in that regard. But Rory also not getting super aggressive. Oh, top 9. Over-peaking there. Was this worth it? I doubt so. But Monkey King got a look at that. Where's a Atomic got ammo racked full life. There he has been. Full life ammo rack of Atomic. Going down there in just a second. And this might potentially be game changing for ICFC here. They are picking up the second kill, picking up the third kill on the other side as well. Now ICFC is confident. They have the hit point lead. They have the tank lead. They can just go in, but going for a desperate push into the I7, picking up the kill, but putting himself into big trouble here. Getting killed by Careful from the other side there with a VZTD. 1k points as well for ICFC already. Good job there, although this was probably the least spectacular of these games. Mostly due to the ammo rack and also just cap lead, strong start by ICFC. And then came a big ammo rack as well. And that was it for Rory here on this round. So many. Okay. So many offers there. I don't want to see them. It's not an account that I use. I mean, I just did the training. Usually I'm an EU player, so yeah, that's that. Alright, and that's it for this game, but we're not done with the tournament, obviously. Let me check the other results as well. Give me a second. So just loading the page here right now to see if the other games are already over. All right. So far I don't see anything. Yep, other battles are still in progress. Let me check when the next ones are starting. I will do so in-game for safety. There have been occasions where I only looked at the website and the website is not all too correct. Okay. Oh man, those were some really nice games already. Only just getting started. Okay, so we do have 30 minutes now until the next games. I will play some random games in the meantime. It's taking a while here. Wait, it's Rory is playing grand final. Let me see. Are these both at the same time? Roughly, okay. Okay, 30 minutes. For that time, I'm going to play some random games. I'll just get my iPad started and yeah, go for battles. Yeah, get yourself some drinks or snacks to relax a bit. Hopefully, I will not lose my voice until the end of all these tournaments. Okay, just a moment. It's also freaking warm here. Just to say that very quick. Yeah, it doesn't make it easy to stream, but let's not complain. Okay, let's get the iPad started and connected real quick. No sound on the side, it's unfortunate. I've seen some complaints about the website, but there are usually also some issues on the user side. So I don't know if stuff is really not working. Make sure to really activate or enable the cookies and all that kind of stuff for technical support. I am not really someone who is capable of answering all your questions there. So just maybe reach out to Wargaming on Discord, maybe help each other. That can also be working. Otherwise, just watch on YouTube, but there you will not get the rewards. Rewards only on the official website, of course. For that, of course, you will have to log in on a platform. Link is pinned above there if you're still just joining in. I'm repeating myself, I know. Nah, now I only need to be able to connect my iPad. Hello? Do I have a Wi-Fi even? Ah. Finally. Okay. By the way, guys, if you're just new here to the channel, I hope you're enjoying it. If you do, then please also don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Usually I'm just doing random streams and this and that, some videos as well. Only last week I released a video that was a ton of work and might be very helpful to many of you. Highly recommend watching that. Although on this channel you're not going to see a ton of videos, just some selected quality stuff. That is also just mostly like 15 hours of work or so for each video. I'm not able to put out daily videos here. If you're interested in that, then feel free to check out the videos later on still. But of course, for now we're here about the tournament. Okay, so I'm just going to play... What am I going to play? 50B? Yeah, let's go for 50B. A couple of people complaining about no keys, but that's... I don't think it doesn't work for anyone. Then we would see more complaints. A bit of a sweaty finger issue right now. Hopefully it works out. Okay, lots of heavies here on this lineup. I'd like to see that. I usually prefer playing for A anyways. Just obviously on that heavy side. As I can get more aggressive. And I'm able to shoot down the enemies a little bit easier. Let's see, maybe I can... Oh... I was kind of expecting him on the other side. Oh, dude, really? What? What? What are these guys doing even? What is this? Oh, oh man, 3 shots failed already. For real. But enemies are playing like... What the hell? Like if I was in bot matchmaking. Which I'm obviously not. No. AV. There we go. That's really not. Hey! Darkman, thanks a lot. Yeah, I will still have to get some beer later on. Let's... Oh, what? What is this team? I mean... Like, what the hell, actually? The Kranwagen driving up some weird hills? Okay, let's go for FV up there. Hopefully he's not dying before I arrive. Oh no, he's running away. During the games, it shows the letter V on the screen. What could I have done there? I will take a look. Oh, what's this RNG? Okay. Of course. Yeah, let's just quickly see what's the issue there. Where is there a V? I don't see any V here. Oh, there it is. Oh no. I think I know where it comes from. Ah, big fail. Is it? It must be on one of the... Is it on the scores? Wait. Is it on the underlay then? Yes. Yeah. I was seeing that when I set it up. There was just some text window that I did there. Let's quickly fix that. Somehow that popped up somewhere. That's obviously not wanted. So the V should be gone. Yeah, okay, let's export it again. Okay, channel assets, no. One second. Tournament resources. Oh, where is it now? Ah, okay. Got it. Ah, it's fixed now. Oh man. Thanks for telling me. Do you know when will Unreal 5 come to Blitz? Unfortunately, I've got no clue. Just as clueless as you in that regard, and I assume that Wargaming will also not be talking about it for a while. Also to us CCs, but usually if they are not really giving us much more information than to you. Sometimes they do, but if they do give us some information that is not publicly available, guess what? Then we cannot talk about it. We can prepare some videos or so, but not talk about it to you. Ah! Let's just use the reactive armor. Just trying to wiggle a little bit. But hey, you just shot me for like, what? 200 damage? What? Still a decent start for me. Okay, actually I see some heavy over there. We should just try to kill the left flank here. My teammates are going for the Rhinoceronte. I will be going for T-57. Let's shoot the rear where the fuel tank sits. I want that fire. I actually repaired it. That's rare. Hey, okay, with this shot I will be able to take him out real quick. And that gives us a tank advantage for the moment. Rhino is also going to go down. But enemies are pushing forwards into our teammates on the other side, where we're going to lose some tanks. So we will have to make sure to punish the enemies a little bit at least before they are coming over. Otherwise we have no advantage from this move yet. I don't feel like pushing in, honestly. I've got some teammates pushing forwards over there as well. I will just stay here. I mean... I don't know what they are exactly doing. That's the thing. I cannot push in there. I could push on the left side, but let's actually try covering the Kranwagen. I would expect him to get pushed onto. Or... over there. Oh, okay, that's great. That's going to help a lot. I'm having high ground here. Having a really nice position to support the Kranwagen and also the I7. Would be important to pick up the kill of the FV. Nice. Okay, that's not bad. Not good, not good. That was not good at all. There we go. Kind of risky to do it with a one shot only. Oh, please shoot the FV. It's not really able to. Oh man, if I didn't lose the hit points to the VZ, then I would have a realistic chance of winning. But like this, I'm a one shot. Nah. Like this, there's unfortunately not really any chance. I lost way too many hit points there. I can kill him like this. Problem is that the VZ is full life. And I'm a one-shot. Come on, man. Let's try something else. Nope. You're really standing there? Really? I'm not going to peek at you, man. Let's hope he's pushing me from behind. Now, come on. What the hell? Try something. I want some damage at least. I know that I'm going to lose. Whoa. Try something. "12 seconds and he's not pushing in. 8 seconds. He's still not pushing. Oh my gosh, this guy. What? Why was he not trying to win? They could have just pushed into me and gotten the kill. What the heck? I would have been happy to farm 6k still. Sadly not. Okay, I will just quickly check in the background for the next game. Should be 10 minutes still until the room invite. Yep. Oh, a lot of heavy tanks, yeah. What am I going to do? Outside, I would say. Can wait for enemies to do something. Over here. Nope. Not a penetration. And he just shot even. Some HE damage is fine. Can you please not stand behind me? Thanks, that's much appreciated. That will be helpful. Okay, I don't really feel like pushing the right side. Not together with the gorilla and these campers here. Whoa. How about just killing the left side then? I think that's a lot more promising. As long as the Predator survives for just a bit. I mean, if he dies, it's fine. We can just push in here. And we should also be on a long reload. Okay, he actually has shots. At least one. Alright, that's pretty good actually. We killed 2 tanks, lost 1. That's fair enough. Enemies are pushing forwards now, so I will have to make sure to move up quickly to the middle. Otherwise my teammates get killed. And I'm useless then. So... Can I shoot the other ones over there? Not really. Don't want to risk too much now. Oh my gosh, really. That's what I was waiting for. Definitely wanted to keep a shot for this guy. Huh. Alright. Mr. Tortoise is going to get killed. And VZ is pushing in. Oh no. Oh no. This was so important to hit. Just as this one. Every shot's important to hit, especially right now. At this massive disadvantage. One v4. It's not unrealistic to win, actually. Enemies have to take the bases. Oh my gosh, she's all the way back there. And I fail my shots, for sure. Ah man, I needed this one penetration at least. And this one. Oh, damn, that was great, man. Yeah. Not happy with how this went in the end. Penetrating the E4 ones would have been would have allowed my teammate to kill him. Penetrating the I7 would have been allowing me to kill him. I would have been able to kill the Rhinoceronte as well. Probably I would have still lost against the Type 71. And those were a couple of shots that were definitely playing a role in the end. You think AMX50 is relevant again? Avad, hey man. Yeah, definitely. It's currently one of the stronger tanks. It does have the reactive armor as well. It gets some accuracy buff. It's pretty good actually. Oh no. No! Okay, he was faster than expected. And there was more gun mentalist than expected. I will have to run away. Just counting the tanks that are right in front of me. I'm seeing 4 tanks already. While I'm only having 1. Oh my, you're kidding me. Well, I'm only having Yak. Okay. Did he try to block me there? Ah. Can I maybe have some better RNG? Or is it not meant to be? I'm highly useless here, that's a problem. In the best case, you would just kill the heavy tanks. But I feel like I cannot do so on my own. Was that my first shot? Yeah, oh man. Yeah, that's not going to be winnable. My teammates are way too campy. We need to win either one flank or the other, otherwise we are just not going to win this. Getting crossfired all the time then. Okay, maybe I can win this 1v1. Let's duck down beneath the gun depression. Hopefully track him again. Nope. Okay, that's good. I think he also just shot. But there might be more aiming for me. Nice. Team, what is your plan here? Oh! Of course, the auto-aim switched over to the S1-1B there. He's also a good player. I'm not going to get him too easily there. Yeah. All team camping and getting wrecked. Also, me losing too many hit points. Okay, next game should be starting in 7 minutes. But as it's not on my account, I can actually go for a last game. I mean, I'm logged in on PC to the APAC account. It might be either 7 minutes or 9 minutes until the next game. I don't know for sure. There was a request for LT. Yeah, I can go for that one. Let's see what I can do here. And I will just spot the middle area first. Going to check out whether enemies are maybe going for the medium side with everything. Looks like it by the lineup. But of course, teams might split up a little bit, so I can maybe make use of that. He did not spot me. Interesting. Okay, dude. How's it looking over here? Not good. But not horrible either. I think we're still having a tank advantage, especially when I'm coming in. I think we can just take those guys out here. Yeah, they're already running. Maybe TVP state? Ah. Nice timing for him to get unspotted. Okay, I have to be a little bit careful here because of TDs potentially camping behind there. 268v4 has been spotted though. Nice. Both TDs on C right now, checking the mini-map there. Oh, let's get behind. Or maybe even shoot this guy. Bow. For sure. Nah, come on. Come on. Okay, just getting the room invite in the background. I will already up there already, just to make sure to not miss it. Okay, getting behind him still. Maybe fire. Fuel tank already damaged. Can I actually HE him? I don't think that I'm able to with the rammer. Nope. Not with this tank. Yeah. No fire. Okay. Still a kill. That's good. Okay. A win on LT. And I will be able to switch over to the PC again. Let's still reset scores there. 30? No. Let's not start with 30. Also can quickly... Oh. Yeah, okay, that one's already reset. Okay, let's focus on the tournament gameplay once more. Maybe I can still do something very quick. Let's move these out of the way a little bit, maybe over there. Thanks for subscribing to everyone who just joined in still. Definitely nice to have all of you here. A lot of people watching. I get it, you're all there for the rewards only. But hopefully you're having a good time as well and getting some more rewards than just the stuff you get in-game. And also manage to learn one or the other thing. Have some fun. And yeah, I will just have a look here quickly at the team. Let's see the result they've had before that one. And GV was playing against Risk. Close games there, 3-4. That was definitely very close. Although many of our games have also been close. Not in terms of overall or final results though. So Rory versus a GV now. We are in a lower bracket. This means that the losing team of this one will drop out of the tournament. The winning team is going to play against the losing team of Risk versus ICFC. Those are playing on the upper bracket right now. The losing team of that one is going to play against the winning team of this one. Well, yeah, a little bit confusing, but on this game the losing team will drop out of the tournament and will take the 4th place then. But the winning team still has a realistic chance of getting into the grand finals even. So Rory playing a couple of VK72s again, I7 this time as well, and the batshit VZTDs. And for the other team, I will still have to check it up again, look it up again. Double batshit, Concept 1 BI 7100 LT VZTD, very light lineup, but we're on Kennel here, which is very well known to be played with light tanks en masse. We might see some A push by the team of GV. It would really not be uncommon. Although they do have the worst spawn to do so, because the south spawn of the blue team is offering some less cover on the A side, so they're actually going for base D aggressively with the T100 and the batshit. One batshit going to spot on the other side, though the Rory team heading towards base B with everything, not going for base A. Thing is here, you can get outspotted quite easily. Nice crossfire here by the T100 already. From that decap, he was actually having some shots. Monk also putting out some shots with a batshit. Nice decaps there. Another decapping shots by that batshit. Good bleed here. Rory lost a couple of hit points. They're still having the hit point advantage due to their lineup. And no tank got focused out in particular. So it's actually not like Rory would have a huge disadvantage because of this. Still a very great start by GV. Look at this. Zonk over there. sitting in the back, waiting for anyone to peek around this corner, do the mistake and get wrecked. Then Rory so far having the cap lead. Actually, they do have base A. They did take base B earlier. GV still managed to take base C. But it is a cap lead for Rory. So that means that GV will have to go for a push sooner or later. They are at the cap disadvantage, so they are having to do some moves there. Top 9 also lost some good amount of hit points already. So GV might be wanting to go for top 9 sooner or later. The thing is that GV will need a kill at least. But if they go for a kill, they will expose themselves to all these strong positions over here. Rory surprisingly isn't taking all these positions on A, which are just superb at farming. They are rather going for some better map control and having their tanks quite aggressively to the front here. Zuha sneaking up there with a concept 1B. Supernova not prepared for this. But then there is Zonk still to the back. Zuha immediately turning around. Not even having spotted Supernova. There must have been a call because of some spots of the DK72s or so. Zuha relocating again. Doing a wise move and getting to the other side. Vadu spotting in the middle on that hill here. Doesn't see all too much, but he just raises the gun mantlet above the hill so that he can see if anyone's pushing through the river there. That's his main purpose. Well, he can also have some eyes over there and yeah, does spot anyone peeking out right there as well. Oh, and here we can see Zonk now seeing the T100 LT putting out a 673 damage roll, taking a little shot in return. For Irisu, or Irisu is just backing off, retreating, still having the backup of 2 Batchets who are going to be able to take out the VZ for sure. Big shot again into one of the light tanks. But still, Zonk is in trouble. He will go down, but still he does have backup to the side there. If Supernova is paying attention, but also GV is getting aggressive on the B cap. With the I7 and the Concept 1B, and they are putting in the aggression over there. They are going hammer right now. Zonk in bad focus fire with the Batchets. Here pushing up behind him. Zonk will likely still have a last shot, but is going to get killed there. But it's much more about this fight over here. Aespa in focus by Kirs and Vadu. Not looking good for him, but he still has some hit points, will survive for a moment. Rory down a tank. Also, the team of GV is down 2 tanks right now. Both teams are being down 2 tanks. Rory still on the cap lead, but not by much actually. No, is it actually cap advantage for Rory still, but it only needs someone to drop into the B cap for just a second, and GV will have the cap lead then. But also by C has been stopped here by Vadu, who is getting pushed onto by Rome, who is having some crossfire but not having hit points. Will go down there. That was peeking out too far. Gun advantage for Rory. And the cap lead also on Rory's side. 960 points for Rory. GV struggling, getting a kill again. GV still on the back foot when it comes to the caps. So Monk is dropping into the APAC. A cap cannot get decapped there at all, but also B is being stopped. Vadu on the other side getting into base D. This is so complex here, how people are going for all the caps. Base B getting decapped. The I7 maybe getting killed. Maybe getting killed on time. 972 points for Rory right now. If the I7 is getting killed, then it will be a cap win for the team of GV. And it is still a cap win for Rory. Just on time before... Yeah, actually, with a cap lead, with a kill of the I7, it was actually for Rory. So cap win for Rory here. Phenomenal gameplay in the way that they just took all the bases and recapped the bases. And everyone was just trying to steal a cap without getting punished all too badly. That was just really working out nicely there. Both teams trying hard here. Great to see that kind of aggression by GV. Sneaking around, trying to find these spots there. And also I noticed that I'm still having the wrong teams on the scoreboard there. It's obviously Rory versus GV. There we got the avatar and name of that team as well. And the first one was a win for Rory. And that means we are going to see the second game on Kennel now. Kennel is always a very, very interesting map in tournaments. One of the most interesting maps to me, because there can be such interesting, nice strategies of pushing through the middle, pushing the flanks, going for some nice crossfire. It can be a little bit frustrating if everyone decides to camp, but it doesn't have to be a camping game. People can get aggressive, and many good teams do so early on because they don't want to just count on being able to kill one tank or stop the cap for a second. They want to count on having the better skill and out-trading the enemies, doing the better moves, which can be very, very complicated here because there are so many options for cross-firing from one side to the other. So Kennel, one of the hardest maps to play in tournaments, I assume, and also just the most interesting one. Yeah, I'm repeating myself at this point. Second game again on Kennel, both teams going heavier than before. We can see some rhinoceronte on side of Rory there. And actually I put the score to the wrong side. It was Rory winning. Yep. Rory 1-0. Ice 4 with a speed boost being used here, potentially pushing down into the middle somewhere early on. Would assume him to get over there. Maybe also straight to the middle. Nope. But GV is committing towards base A with everything. Oh, the Ice 4 is going to spot them. And there are the VZs camping. Is there going to be a massive shootout? Look at that! Irisu losing lots and lots of hit points, down to 717 HP only. Rome, unspotted again, will be able to sneak up towards base A and get a cap. Rory has also played aggressively for the middle area with the rhinoceronte there, top 9. But he's also a little bit in a problematic situation. He can get pushed onto, and he does not have all too much backup necessarily. Monk sitting in the back here, spotting up this entire area to make sure that the team of GV is not getting flanked. Cap lead for GV now. They managed to take base A and B. Although so far Rory does have the cap advantage. They are taking base D. This might be a little bit too light. I think with taking base D, they will not be able to secure the cap. Yeah, now it is Rory losing the cap advantage. Oh my gosh, that's close. I think I can really not see it. I cannot see which team has the cap lead right now. It's so freaking close. I think it's GV. GV by just a fraction of a second, but there is Zonk getting pushed onto in the middle of the map. The VK72 and Concept 1B going in there. Injustice trying to help out, getting crossfire from there. The A area just proving its strength with all the options of crossfiring. Supernova moving forwards here to shoot down the Concept 1B is a nice shot into him, but still Supernova just risked getting shot in return, put himself into a situation he can potentially not drop out of alive. Supernova still holding on for a moment, but there's so many tanks directed at him, and that is it for Supernova. He is out of the fight already. Rory down 2 tanks, GV having the gun advantage. GV now able to potentially just kill the others or sit it out, because this Kennel after all, and also GV doesn't have too many hit points on their tanks which are in the front here. The Concept will have to be careful and maybe get back to camp in the rear or so he does not get killed anytime soon. On the other side we can see Vadu circling around here, maybe having some shots for crossfire into the VK72 or any of the one-shot. Concept is getting himself into safety. Vadu moving up, getting spotted, not having any shots here without risking too much. So GV can just sit it out right now. I don't think they're having good options here, apart from maybe the rhinoceronte. Top 9 is in trouble, getting pressured by Aespa. And that's a great shot into that Rhino. He is down to 874 hit points and down to 467 hit points. So the VZ can just move in there and go for the kill. If it's not a Batchet getting the kill, Batchet failing to connect that kill shot. Getting tagged for 800 damage in return. That was not all too great for him. But aespa will likely be able to take out the Rhino. No, there is some backup by the VK72 as well. And Vadu and Fallen are getting aggressive over here. Actually, it is looking great for Rory right now. Gun advantage to Rory. They did manage to pick up that VZ as well. But there comes Cologne. VK72 pushing in, going to take out that Rhino Geronte there. And also is having some nice advantage on Injustice. That's not a one-shot though. 3 versus 4. Caps on side of Rory. GV struggling with a Batchet over here, who does have another shot into that light tank. It will be spotted for 20 seconds. There goes the light tank. Good crossfire. 2 versus 3. But Monk is in trouble here, big trouble, coming in form of Game Crash. That's big trouble, yes. Oh my, not now, not now. Oh, no, come on, get back, get back. Oh man. Connecting, yeah, probably the game's over as I'm connecting again. Yep, that's a win for Rory. It looked very much like that. Yeah. We are not free of the game crashes, neither on my streams nor the official stream. Unfortunately not. But still, I think that was yeah, quite obvious what was happening there. Already just a bit earlier, right when we were still watching. Again, game for the Caps. Rory pushing back in nicely there. Right, it was actually Rory losing 2 tanks early on. Yeah, it has been Rory losing 2 tanks, having the gun disadvantage and still winning in the very end there. That was pretty good for them. Yeah, great performance. Just sneaking around the map and still crossfiring the enemies, killing the B area, killing the middle area then. And GV, having the better positions, could not keep them and make good use of them. And that is the second win for Rory. So we are switching the map after 2 spawns, obviously. And now we're going to see Desert Sands. Now with Rory versus GV. Not going any lighter than before. Double VK72. VZTDs here on Rory's side. And GV playing double Batchets. Also some IS-7s, triple IS-7 actually for GV. Have not seen that many IS-7s in any game of the tournament so far. So a great mobility advantage for the IS-7 team on GV side. They're having less armor though and less damage output, but still with a double Batchets. Oh, let's head up. They can definitely afford to spot aggressively, and the IS-7s are also going to move towards the heavy side quite quickly then. Vadu spotting, only having 1 backup there. That's not a lot. Atomic trying a shot. Rory committing on to buy C, and yeah, B is very tricky to get. Maybe they're still going for it actually. Not sure if that's going to work out, I don't think so. They are pushing up towards the middle. Vadu could stay safe for now. So that's actually a little bit surprising to me. GV was not fast enough to get the SME, but now he is trying to escape, taking 2 shots here, getting tracked as well. But luckily has just been above the hill. That's a big risk when having a tank out there, despite a medium tank disadvantage. I was having my doubts about whether this was about to work out here. So Rory now in the city, having the cap disadvantage, having taken some damage on the STP1, having worse positions. It's not impossible for them to win, but I think it's going to be a lot harder for Rory. Oh, the STB taking another few shots there. That's not good to him. Rory needs to come up with a plan. And the plan for now is to just take base B and have the VK72 pressure in the front. Maybe the VZ will actually be able to stay unspotted behind that bush there. If you see that. Yes, he did manage to take base B sneakily. Great job there. If he can just retreat into cover again. He's getting spotted now as he's moving into the open. Taking one shot. Oh, big shootout here. But Cologne did not take many hits. Actually, none at all. And also, we can see Arizo has lost some hit points. Out of frame though, so I'm not sure how that worked out. Shenlong taking some damage as well. The VK72s are fairly isolated here. Fairly exposed to anyone pushing in. Although they will have some cover. GV is able to just crossfire them really nicely. And Shenlong might come in from behind here. Sooner or later we will likely see a push out of the VK72s. But here's a batchet push onto the STB actually. The STB still too aggressive. Getting taken now. Their Monk putting in some nice track shots. Filing the last one. Is able to get around there. But the other batchet took a shot. And here is the brawl now with the I7 getting pushed onto by the VZTDs. But the batchet's coming in from behind, sneaking around there. And it looks good for GV, the way that they are applying this and building up the crossfire from all these different angles. That is really, really well done here. Next tank taken out. Monk now in a B cap. It is still a matter of the caps to some degree, although not too much. There goes the VK72. He was just about to kill the batchet. Well done by the teammate to still grab that kill there. Atomic trying to defend that B cap, failing to connect that shot into that IS-7. And that is 2 versus 4 already. Cap lead now also for GV with the 4 tanks on the field still. Looking really, really good for them. Arizo getting punished by Kiss. Fallen still having good amount of hit points. 965 points for the blue team here. Looking very, very good for them. But there is Fallen picking up another kill. Getting shot by the batchet from the side. The question is if he can maybe take out the IS-7 still. And that's the cap win for Rory. That is another win for Rory. 3-0 actually. Oh yeah, that was actually... That was... How did Rory... Wait, Rory still won, is it? Let me just recap for a second. Rory actually still managed to win this. They were playing for the city. They were playing for the caps. GV was just bleeding them down really nicely. And still, Rory did manage to win this in the end. Okay, okay. These games are often very, very tricky to just spectate and keep an eye on and keep the best overview on what's actually happening, because especially if you're having batchets just YOLOing in, putting out the clips, the hit point difference is suddenly switching over to the other team, but then they will be on the reload, and then it will be about who does manage to stop the caps, get some kills, and in the end it was just about some kills there for the team of Rory in order to win on the caps. They just needed to survive for long enough. And that's the 3-0 for Rory already. GV not looking like they were just... I mean, I cannot say they were in bad form. They were doing really well here on this game. Especially, I was just expecting them to win this game with all honesty, they were having a good advantage there. They were having a really nice push to the enemy spawn. They were pushing both spawns, actually, their own spawn and the enemy spawn, building up nice crossfire, shooting down enemies. In the end, it was not enough. Maybe the focus fire split up a little bit too much there eventually. And they didn't take care of the caps just enough. 3-0 means, yeah, maybe you can get it. We are only having one more win needed for Rory in order to take home the win of this encounter. Match point. And the budget is spotting up aggressively here. Vadu not taking any hits, spotting even more aggressively. Despite being spotted. Trying to get in some spots of the heavy tanks there, which kind of worked out. Shenlong got spotted. And here the budgets now getting their backup. Rory with a triple STP1 lineup and a budget. Those are often used on this tank, on this map, and are often very, very strong here if they can take control of the plane area. This time it will not be possible for them to hold here. They are not having a lot of backup. Mostly teams are sending the triple STP towards the plane and then some heavies for backup. The STP is backing off here into some safer positions, where they do have the budget and the VZTD right behind them. GV is trying to move up here. Question is if they can shoot down the mediums without getting shot in return. At least they cannot get shot too much here. Atomic losing some hit points. Over there, the Concept 1B is overpeaking. But also the budget got punished for his peak there. Everyone on side of GV almost lost some hit points already, but still we're having the STBs here fairly aggressive in front of some heavy tanks. ISWAP pushing in first, taking a lot of damage and getting kills there, but also the STB1 lost a lot of HP. Zonk moving into shield, not able to do so on time. Both teams down one tank. Cologne though now facing the DPM of the STBs, and they has fallen, picking up the kill with a big gun from behind. Both teams down 2 tanks already. There goes another one here on side of GV. Now Rory is going full in here with the STB medium tanks, getting really aggressive, circling around the enemies. Gun advantage to Rory. This looks really good for them. Cap points also on side of Rory, and the hit points on side of Rory. Injustice getting shot down there, but Rome on a long reload, getting pushed by the budget. Now Vadu going for the Ramco, and there is just 2 tanks left alive here. Shenlong still quite healthy. Monk not able to get into the fight all too well anymore. Vadu in focus fire, but still the budget is going to be reloaded and will be taking out Vadu. Shenlong still managed to pick up a kill with Injustice there, but it is also down to a one-shot, getting kills there. And we are only to see the last one standing. Monk now getting killed here. And that was the last kill of anyone on the GV team. GV is out of the tournament and the game crashed right there again. Oh, nice. Yeah, GV out of the tournament, taking the 4th place, despite just showing a great performance. Actually, those have been some nice games by GV. Really well done. I can only say that. I can only point that out. Still, it was Rory winning in the end, just showing the better performance. Yeah, and therefore, we're done with a GV, unfortunately, but congratulations for the 4th place. So let me see if we're actually going to have any further games today. Yeah, Rory showing some good stuff here. That was actually, yeah, was quite a bit better than on the last games there. At least the skill difference seemed better. I mean, last games we've seen was Rory versus ICFC, where ICFC won 4-1. Let me check real quick here on the other games. ICFC is still playing against Risk right now. And I think the last games, yeah, both of the other games should be tomorrow then. We will still see whether it will be ICFC or Risk winning that one. And Risk has, and both teams have won before, of course. Alright. Yeah, that's it for the tournament games for today. We're still going to have a while of rewards. I think I'm having to stream for like 2 hours or so. I will just go for some gameplay still. Hopefully you're also going to be able to enjoy that. Yeah, thanks for watching already for the tournaments. Yeah, and don't forget to hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. I don't think you can do so on the portal, right? Nah, you can't. If you're watching on the portal and enjoying the content, then maybe join over to YouTube later on still and just leave a subscription just to be back on the next streams again that are not necessarily tournament related, or check out my videos. A lot of guides on my channel. High quality Blitz content that you will see in very few other places. Alright. I will still tell you about the results of the other game. Of course, you can also see those on another channel. I think Wild Ones Helper is streaming that one in English as well. And also there is Pure Blast streaming in Russian. Let's get the iPad set up again. And go for some more battles. Okay, I could cut off the delay, but I'm afraid to do so while streaming right now. I mean, with the portal, it might be tricky. Okay, so let's go for... I think I will go for another 30B game. Ah, you cannot see it yet. Okay. iPad's still connected. Good. How do we get the key? All you need to know about the keys is pinned in the message above there in a chat. You need to watch on the portal on your respective server, and you will also need to activate cookies, enable cookies. And that's it. I really like the games there. Really close battles for everyone, even though the results have not been close. Oh, nice auto aim. I would love when that happens. Nah. Okay. But dude, I think I'm having the advantage here. Yet, let's not forget about him having some backup. That's why I spotted earlier. I mean, I'm also having... Like, what the heck? Gorilla pushing in on the other side? I'm having some TD to help me out potentially, but I cannot really count on that necessarily. Rory. Shooting. TP shot as well. Unfortunately, I cannot get a KPZ. Would be my priority, actually. But hey. BZ camping there. Can I high roll, please? Yeah, there was a high roll, but not quite high enough. Ah, nice. I guess I can win this side here. Nice. So did the KPZ stay? Let's not run into the BZ yet. And rather get back here to farm the others then. I don't want to risk anything. Ha! Nice. Not quite. What, 238? But still, damage is damage. Okay, going to need heat for this one. Let's not get blind shot. Good. Having a gap there. Maybe the KPZ is also peeking into me. Well, actually, okay. My teammate's going for him, so I will go for the BZ. I can still farm some nice damage there. Ah. Okay, he moved up there. If I get too aggressive from the left side or the right side, I will just get killed. So let's do something different here and just use the hill maybe? Or do I just YOLO in? YOLO kill 2-6 side? Okay, I'll do it. That's faster. Just gotta get behind him. And then I'm safe. I mean, I don't want to get killed if I can avoid it. Still want to farm some damage after all. I'm shooting the rear for a chance of a fire, but yeah. Anyways. Still getting him. Good. Was a nice battle. Let me actually open the chat and stuff here in the background again. Oh, we're still not having any result over Risk versus ICFC. Yeah, of course, we had 4-0. That was pretty much a steamroll game. So obviously the other one can take a bit longer. Yeah, if you want to see a specific tank, you can also just ask for it. Tier 10, please. I don't like low tier too much, but I would be happy to play something else as well. Won't be able to cover all the tank requests though, because of just 400 people watching, but yeah, or more. What? What the hell are you doing? Yeah. Where's my backup? Hello, I'm having so many tanks there and no one's shooting at 907, seriously. Also, this tank is scaringly close here. Just as the Streetswagen. Is he pushing me? Oh my gosh, I might be dead. Thank you, team. Finally. Nice. Ah, man. I don't know if there's any campers then. No, they don't have campers then. Let's just move up behind. God, dude. Okay. You know what? We're losing the tank in the city, so we're having tank or not the tank disadvantage yet. But I'm a one-shot for some of them, so I will just move back far behind here. Want to farm some damage at a distance. I cannot afford to die. We might very well lose this still. So hopefully my teammates are not going full YOLO and I can support from over here. Good. No. My Showdown is coming with me, that's good. Wait, is it behind? Yeah, okay, nice. We're still having lots of low hit point tanks here. Sheridan's still quite healthy, but I would not trust on him to win this one. Come out. Come out. Gotcha. Actually, I will go for a bit of distance because of the 50B. I mean, I don't want to be too close here. I can just get YOLO'd in. If the enemies are playing in a clever way, they will want to kill me. Oh. Uh-oh. That's good. Now the 50B is very, very dangerous. Same as the E3, I'm a one-shot. Oopsa. Huh. Let's go for some better angle, maybe? I don't know if the 50B is still there or ran away. He's still there. No, he actually pushed up to our spawn. Okay. Nice. For me, it's mainly important to stay alive. Okay, E3 is in the base right now. 50B somewhat covering. It's risky what I'm doing here. Might be worth it. Okay, for a second I thought he was looking at me. Luckily not. Oh, please. We're running out of time. There we go. Okay. Nice. That got close. That was an interesting battle. Just a lot of decisions involved here in order to win this. I love those games, even if it's not the most damage ever. I prefer such a game over one that's 6k damage or 7k damage where I'm just farming from one position. Alright. A lot of TDs. Yeah, I would just spot the middle. I don't like if we're both going mid. Giving up the medium side completely, but hey, now we're committed to it. I could have actually aimed in. He did not even spot me. Was just worried that I actually might get spotted and might get shot there. So okay, enemies are all going for base C right now. I'm having 3 campers, which are kind of useless, but not entirely useless. If I can spot for them. Oh. That's not good for me. I mean, because of this mainly. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Oh. How did no one spot the T-57 there? Ah. But hey, I'm safe. Oh, I don't think the 268 actually shot. No, I didn't. Okay. That's something. Come on. 14. Please a bit more. Oh. Nice. Cow is also being taken care of. Let's see if I can get shot in there. Oh, I wanted to avoid that from happening by moving behind the rock. Apparently I overpeaked too far to the left side because I did not really have any angle there. It would be so amazing if this guy was actually just fighting a bit more. Just get hull down. If he goes hull down, he's just very hard to penetrate and he can spot a lot. But if he's just camping, then he's not spotting anything. Also, enemies still have the light tank, which is a Sheridan, and I'm a one-shot to the Sheridan. I'm a one-shot to the 268. I'm a one-shot to T-57 potentially. And they still have 183. Obviously, I'm a one-shot to him. Let's maybe just try blind shooting. Oh. Wait. I could just see I was having the cruise skill. Oh, nice. For max roll, so that should have meant that I hit a shot on 268. Maybe I didn't count properly. Yeah, I guess the RV will be camping back there. Probably also just shot as far as I could hear that. So many blind shots. Escon got spotted, so the Sheridan will be camping on C still. And this guy is not exactly where I expected him to be.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Goodbye. Oh, there we go. Fatih. Ah. Okay, nice hash when he's an IP one-shot. Oh. Some mine maybe. I think the S-Kong also just failed his shot. Yeah, not a ton of damage for me. Unfortunately, could not quite get to farm, but at least the win did something as well. I will go for one more on FE42. M6 is also being requested. Fosh so amazing when playing aggressive. Yes, indeed. Absolutely it is. Autoloader, I don't know for sure which gun I like more. The autoloader is great. The other one is also really helpful because you can just have some more accurate shots and out-trade enemies more easily. But I'm also a great fan of the autoloader gun. Oopa. I should have probably spotted any TD moving into the bush, so I was getting quite confident there. Maybe too confident, I'm not sure. Let's wait a second to get unspotted. Because the TVP will have spotted me again after shooting. Oh, there's actually someone. Yeah, I should have shot AP due to shell velocity. Instantly regret my decision and my greediness. Oh man, really. Oh, my greed. Yeah. Okay, I can spot a little bit here, but I would rather put out damage. How is that possible? Maybe here? I think he's a good player. Riti is a good clan. We might still do some mistake. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. At least he's not going full YOLO. I thought they were just forgetting about everything and just going full in there. Let's run away a little bit. Actually, I cannot peek at him. He might have TD back up. Any other options? Yeah, there's the RV, of course. Tank that I was afraid of. I can get to this bush here. I don't like this. I really don't like this situation right now. Although that's not bad. Good is something else though. Nah. Ah crap, now I'm a one shot to the email. And I cannot run. Yeah. Actually, we were having some nice positions. We should have had the better positions in theory. Practically, team just died left, right, and center. What? Okay. And the enemies also took some good spots there. Having their tanks covered quite nicely. Alright. FE42. What else has there been requested? Maybe Yo was it? Yeah, let's go for the Yo. By the way, which gun am I playing right now? Only autoloader that I'm playing with calibrated shells at the moment. I do play the big gun on this tank, where I'm the small gun, where I don't need the reticle calibration. On the big gun, I would go for reticle calibration. But here, if I'm going for shell reload boost, I'm having a lot of DPM, and since the last update with the equipment changes, or the update before last one, we are also having the shell reload boost or being able to last for 2 clips, which is quite nice. Gotta keep that in mind a little bit for using it properly though. Okay, so good map for me maybe, because I'm playing a decent hull down tank. I can just move up to the middle of the map, play this decently aggressively, so might be a good game for me. At least it will be a fairly easy game for my tank here. Track please. Oh, yeah, there was a track, but with damage, man. Okay, let's reload. What a waste. A waste of my clip. A waste of my consumable. Oh my gosh, okay. I think we should try to kill those guys there. That's not good. We're losing the other side. We need to win this side. Otherwise, there is no chance of winning the game anymore. One. At least 2 for 1. BZ, please come. So maybe the BZ can take him out. And he's just capping instead of fighting, man. We will never win on caps. Enemies will just kill us on the other side, and then we lose the cap points. They will decap once, and we lose the game. Or maybe we actually managed to do it. Come on, someone kill him. No, I'm dead. BZ flanking around still. 90 points. Don't peek out now. Okay, we can win on caps. I'm not mad about this in this case. But usually capping an encounter cap is not a good idea at all. Because, you know, you're just completely useless when taking the base. In the meantime, the enemies have a tank advantage everywhere else. Just kill the team, and then it's only one shot needed to decap that one who has been sitting in the cap for 2 minutes or so, has not been fighting, and suddenly the entire advantage that that one in the base took is immediately gone. And he will end the game on like 0 damage or so. And hey to everyone that just joined in still. Lots of people watching still. Of course, you still get the rewards on the portal. If you don't care about those, I will be even happier to see you on the live stream on YouTube, where you can also maybe leave a subscription or like if you do enjoy it. And yeah, generally just participate in the chat or so. Makes things a little bit better, although we still see a lot of people on the chat as well. Chat doesn't say anything if you get a key. Keys will only be possible to get on the portal, where you don't even see the chat. For all information about that, you will have to... Oh, nice. You will have to check the pinned message on the stream chat if you're watching on YouTube right now. I don't know why I went here, just played like a light tank. I mean, I kind of thought about going for the heavy side. Oh. Let's go for another track shot. No, fail. Whoop. Nice. Just getting to angle the armor there. Just enough. I'm getting pushed. Track, please. Nice. Track shots are so important when playing autoloaders. Now I just need to penetrate all the shots. But not get shot by everyone else, and maybe not this one either. Yeah, weird YOLO through the middle. I didn't like my position either, to be honest. But it should have theoretically put the enemies at a disadvantage to push in there. Because they gave up the good positions like that. And Vickers can kill this tank for free. But still the FE45 is running into the VZ. Getting him a free kill. Okay. Not too confident about winning this one. What am I going to play next? Maybe E6. Okay, so we've got 2 heavies only on the lineup here. Means it's a bit more likely to go for the medium side. Although there are not a ton of mediums, still 3 on the enemy side, 2 on our side, so we're having a disadvantage. Will make it even more important for me to move up there. By the way, all this kind of information that I'm talking about here, I explained thoroughly in some videos already about lineups and also the recent one about positioning and yeah, just basically how to win a game. There will be a lot more videos to come still, but there are some high quality guides on this channel already, so feel free to check them out later on. Pretty sure there will be something for you as well. Alright, so the Leo spotted me from the middle area. And not much over here. So far, there might still be some camper in the bush. Which I'm obviously a little bit afraid of. If it's just a freaking medium tank, I don't mind. Let's go. No 183 or Yak here? Oh, sad. Let's cut off the way there. And this time I'm going for the AP. No, he's not dead. I bet she did not reload the clip, okay. Oh, there's more. But hey, Leo. You're not free to bleed there. With my teammate going in, I will also make sure to support here. Can I get that area? No, cannot. Okay. And I was really lucky there. I don't like this situation now. There's too much to peek at me. Ah. Luckily, this tank can side scrape a little bit. Ah, come on. Why am I having the mechanic for minimum dispersion if it doesn't work? Okay. Leo, please come for me. What a bad shit. I think I should have another shot. Maybe even HG. Yes. Good. Happy with that then. Cat's life. Good to be here. Nice to have you here. Definitely. So. Nice to see you on the chat. Still remember playing and training against Serenity with Nino and annoying him by playing like a chimpanzee. Yeah, I've helped out on one Serenity training once. Just 3 games. Wasn't going well, to be honest. Because I was not on voice chat. I had no clue what was going on, actually. Was misplaying pretty badly. Someone tagged like one position and told me to be, meant to be careful of that. Meant to say that. And I completely mistook it, of course. I thought, okay, if he just tags like this, then I will go there, of course. Nope. Big L. Okay, let's move up here, spot a little bit. Putting my gun up to spot like that. Gun method is spotting, by the way. Always helps to do so. Okay. Back up. Help! Someone. Where are our armored tanks? IS-7 is camping. That's not all too helpful. Hey, playing with calibrated shells now on this tank, and it does help in some situations. Like this one. I doubt I would be able to penetrate with a rammer there, not sure. There we go, and that's a lovely accuracy that I know of the E6, not like kind of stuff that happened on last game. No. Nope. I should not have praised it. That's some bad omen. Come on. Nice. Next one's out. Yeah, I don't mind. Someone else going to pick up the kill, maybe? Because I want to farm damage. Yeah, big ram. Nice. And he's still alive. Come on, fix your aim. Oh, someone coming from behind. No. How can I do this without dying? I think the STB is pretty close. Oh. Having some good cover though. And I actually just emptied my whole loadout of HGs. Sad, I would have another one here even. Goodbye. Maybe even the last shot onto Rhinoceronte or two. I mean, he's likely to kill that AMX. Although, no, the AMX is a good player. So it's maybe not going to happen. Okay. Nah. Okay, he's dead. Consider playing FE405, get some clipping fun. Yeah, I could go for some FE405. By the way, if you're interested in FE405 gameplay, then I recommend watching a stream that I recently did, where I streamed that tank exclusively, just 2 weeks ago or so. I was having some rough times, as are happening quite often on FE405, but it ended on 4K average and 70%. So, was a good session after all. But before I do so, I will quickly need some water. Katerchen, moin. Projector also being requested. Okay. Missing the time of aiming consumable. Yes, me as well. The reticle calibration has been super helpful in this one. I played the speed boost at the start on a release of FE45 as well, instead of reticle calibration. The thing is that it got nerfed afterwards, and then it felt like reticle calibration was just far more helpful for putting out entire clips. Who's a better player, Nino or 34? 34 is an amazing player as well. Doesn't play that many random games, or more tier 9 from what I've seen. Plays for win rate rather. And I can safely say that I'm having more experience. Oh, he's still a great player as well. Let's leave it at that. And after all, mostly people don't come to the streams to just only see who's a better player, but also who's just more fun or explaining stuff better or whatever. And that's totally up to personal taste. So what am I actually going to do here? I don't like this map. I mean, I'm not able to cover myself nicely anywhere. What are my options? See, maybe I'm waiting for the VZ to shoot, because then I could... Nah. Uh-oh. He did not notice me. I can actually look above this thing even. Come on. Don't be shy. Yeah, okay, now I'm going to be shy. What I'm going to do now is to just flank for the right side. It seems to be empty. So I can just get closer to the K91 and make sure I put out my clip there. At a distance, this tank isn't all too great. You can farm at a distance sometimes as well. But it's better if you are very close to the enemies and can just safely clip them out then. Oh, not good. Let's retreat a bit further. No. Now I have to kill him. Can I just go for FE? Nah. Ah, no. Yeah. I had to take him out, so I was not about to get killed, and we're winning on caps. Ah, no. No. Why do you take all 3 bases? Ah. Yeah, not a good game. Still a nut. How many tanks are in the garage? I have almost all of them. 508. Although I don't buy any low tier premium tanks mostly. Just getting them occasionally, but yeah, not really into buying them. Only playing tier 10 in most cases. Sometimes I play a bit of low tiers as well. Like recently I did a double platoon or platoon smasher session. That was also interesting, although it gets boring after a while. But we were having some nice win rate in the end, that's for sure. But yeah, yesterday I was also playing some tier 9 to help someone out who is still grinding. Tier 9 is also a nice tier, I do like it a lot. Very well balanced tanks there. So, teammates might be spotting, or are they just standing around? I don't think they are spotting effectively right now. They would need to be there or so. Nope. Likely to be spotted. Not having great opportunities here. E50M is over here as well. Ah, where did that shot go? That's at least 2. Unfortunately, I will have to camp here a little bit. Come on. I bounced 515? What? E3 just bounced with premium ammunition? Okay. That's a failed HE. Oh, there was Tortoise with a stock gun, 195. That's actually not great there. Oh no. So let's hope my teammate is also going to move up, because I won't be able to kill him on my own. I assume. Don't high roll? Yes, nice. Yeah, it's not winnable. Maybe. No. Okay. Speed boost. I need my speed boost. Oh, I'm so slow, but in reverse. Yeah. Better in terms of damage, but yeah. Tournament started, showed him. What? Did I honestly just miss that? I was so sure that there were no tournament games today anymore. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's check that out. Thanks for telling me. Okay. Game's loading right now. I mean... oh my... There are actually games right now. Ah. Okay. 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 Yeah, I'm totally sorry that I messed that up. Apparently, there are actually games still. Okay. And we did miss some battles, unfortunately. So left side is Risk and right side is ICFC. Oh man, my apologies. But okay, here we are. Going to see Risk versus ICFC now for some more games. Yeah, should I have read further into the description there? Alright. Here we are on Desert Oasis Palms, with both teams fielding 4 of the VZTDs. A VZ-113 heavy tank as well on Risk side. And some VK-72s, full heavy lineup basically. The TDs also counting as heavies here in this meta. On the other side we do have a Batshit, which is not going for the outer side, but rather committing towards base A, where he is going to spotting up a lot of tanks here and immediately retreating. The ICFC team setting themselves up fairly passively. Another spot coming in. TJ still unknown, getting spotted as well, but having collected a lot of information, will have to make sure to run away there. But there is some nice crossfire into Shugo and Mugu. We did use the reactive armor though. Wise move. A now getting capped, but also C is getting capped. Big shot into TJY, just standing around there for spotting a little bit too long. Just being quite greedy for the spots. C got decapped once by Moza from behind with an HE. Captain Low though did manage to pick up the cap there as well. Base B is also getting capped though. Sophie taking the base, making sure that the cap advantage will be on side of the Risk team, which isn't all too great here for ICFC. And Risk having the double caps now. Yet Sophie is still a little bit in trouble, might be stuck there. Can get shot from the front, can get shot from the side. It might be the wisest move to now get back into cover behind the houses here. Otherwise, Sophie would be a big weak spot that ICFC could be pushing onto. But of course, there is not a lot of information for Sophie about what is there to the side. So Sophie could potentially be dying there if he or she isn't moving out. I mean, yeah, there comes the crossfire. And the VZTD is just shooting in some HEs there from the front. So we cannot hide at all. The VZ's having some farm over there. Sophie lost half the hit points already. The Batshit is getting pressured out. Kranwagen is spotted. Sophie being afraid to retreat into the Kranwagen, of course, who does have a full clip. On the other side, we're seeing ICFC getting more aggressive now as well, pushing up towards base A. And there comes the VK-72 having his eyes on the VZ-113. Goes for the tungsten rounds, put in 700 damage. And puts the VZ down to a one-shot. Maybe the tungsten rounds were actually absolutely useless in this situation, because he was a one-shot anyways. But it will still be a free kill for the ICFC team, although they also lost a lot of hit points already. And they are down on the cap points. Base C is actually getting capped there by Moza, who is facing off the one-shot Batshit. A and C on side of Risk again. And that, or still on side of Risk, and that looks good for them in terms of caps here, because ICFC will absolutely struggle to get back the cap lead. 940 points already. They are stopping A and B, but there is a kill of the VZTD in that A cap, and 1k points now for Risk, who were just having to sit it out on the caps. Well done. Risk just doing a really strong cap management there, letting the enemies run into them and sneakily stealing by C at the same time. Triple caps for them, despite getting pushed onto. ICFC was playing a very, very passive strategy here. And that wasn't really the best for ICFC in the very end. I mean, they gave up a lot of map control for shooting down the enemies. I kind of worked out to shoot the one in B, to just circle around the map a little bit, get the map control, have some crossfire later on. But the plan did not work out to just punish the enemies moving into AB and then repush AB and be successful with that. They did not reach A nor B on time in order to take the cap back, even lost by C at the same time. So that's just a very safe strategy of Risk here, not a lot of messing around there. And I'd really like to see that VZ in the end moving up towards by C. That's a call that many worse teams would not have gone for, but at the highest level, it's all about the caps in the end and just stealing the caps in unexpected positions and still being useful, still putting out that damage. That's so important. And Risk just did really well at that. 2-1 for Risk right now. Nothing's decided yet. We're actually in the upper bracket grand final here, which means that the winning team is heading straight to the grand final. Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah. The winning team will be then in the grand final of the whole entire tournament. The losing team drops into the lower brackets. Okay, that's the confusion there. Usually the lower brackets and upper bracket finals happen at the same time and not after another. Alright, I was still waiting for the results. Could have waited for much longer there. Alright. This time it is ICFC heading towards base A and B with all their tanks. Risk heading towards base C, a lot more aggressive than what ICFC has done on the last game. They are going for the cap and going for an aggressive strat, not going for some passive shootout. Yet there is still Smirch Potato sitting here to overlook base B. Won't be able to reliably decap base B, but therefore for that we will have some TDs in this area as well, who can shoot into base B at a different angle. But so far nothing's happening there about base B, so Risk is rather committing back to the high ground. Game, come back please. It's starting again, and it will hopefully be back in just a second. I think at this point we're not going to miss out on anything. And there we go. We're back into it. F Silver, they're crossfiring the enemies quite nicely. Elisa though, getting too aggressive maybe. Trying to spot up the spawn area of the enemies with a concept 1B. But if we're zooming out a little bit, see the formation of the Risk team, that looks good here. They are all the way around ICFC, having a really strong crossfire. And the only risk here for Risk is Elisa, who is fairly isolated. But if ICFC was pushing for that concept 1B, they would have to go down into the kennel. And they are doing so, and they are losing a lot of hit points for that and putting themselves into bad positions where everyone from behind is potentially able to farm there. And there goes the IS-7. That's it for the IS-7 already. Lisa Alisa still alive, but the ICFC guys are continuing their push. Going for the kill very soon. Still shooting down at VK72 there as well. Lisa Alisa got killed at this point. And the Kranwagen is in trouble over there, getting pushed onto by double VZs. That was not all too successful though for ICFC. They lost so many hit points also on the VK72s here. The team of Risk was exactly preparing for this kind of move to happen. And yet there are still some tanks farming from the side. But the VK72 is going to go down on the very next shot. WWR997 is going for the kill, but gets stuck on the hill, gets crossfire still, and is not able to turn around there. That was not all too great for him. 3 versus 6 Risk here, having almost all tanks alive still. Sugar and Mugu even able to stop that A-cap. STB1 is still right there next to Bice A, trying to push in now. F Silver coming in from behind, bluffing the last shot down, not able to pick up the kill. But it will be a win for Risk, that's for sure. The STB1 now being the last one alive on 39 hit points only. And Sophie getting that kill in. All about the crossfire here on this game and preparation for the enemy's move. Really well done there. Risk taking a 3rd win with this game, bringing it to the match point for Risk. Only 1 more win needed for them, therefore 4 wins are needed. And Risk does have a realistic chance of getting into the grand finals for the main prize pool and secure their spot in the top 2 at least with just 1 more game. ICFC needing 3 more wins now. That was a really tricky situation. I don't know what else they could have done there in order to win it. Of course, the concept was an easy target somewhat, but pushing down there was just giving the enemies too much of an option to shoot them down. Maybe they could have done this in a safer way by sending some more tanks down to their own spawn while pushing a concept. Then I think they might not have had to go that much into the concept. Or a tricky question, honestly. Maybe just pushing the other side. No, it's really, really hard to push VZTDs and VK72s. They have a ton of armor and can just dig in somewhere. Although it felt a little bit avoidable, it's really tricky to come up with a better solution to this kind of stuff there. Especially under the heat of the battle in-game, when you're also not seeing as much as we do here, as we are watching from above and having all the information available at all times. It makes it a ton easier, of course. Alright. Molendyke now, with the Risk guys on a Batshit, Kranwagen, STB1, VZTD spam. ICFC going for a Batshit, Kran, Rhinoceronte, STB1 as well. Actually quite some similar ideas here. Just a Rhinoceronte on ICFC side, bringing in some extra hit points and another Clipper tank. That's going to help them, definitely. A Risk moving towards base C here, towards the heavy side, still being fairly spread out. Captain Low taking a first shot by F Silver, nicely done. Quick spot there. Batshit already in by C, doesn't know about Mozza, who is not too far away. But ICT, careful. He's covering. Moza. Tempted to do a move there. Not going for it. Failing the shot. Because of having moved out there, he was not having the minimum dispersion. And that greed got punished badly. Could have been a nice shot into the batshit that will surely be helpful later on. Or would have been. Risk now also in control of base A. Also having taken some damage on Smurf Potato. Both teams playing a safe game. Let's just move up a little bit. And check the formations here. If you've seen my last video about formations and winning games, then you will know what's going on here. Both teams playing really well. At this stage, not putting anyone at risk. Having the Kranwagen ready to decap a base B on both sides. That's what the tank is used for here only. F Silver taking some beating by the VZTD. Peeked in that bush, expected to remain unspotted. But actually there has been another batshit and a VZ punishing him. Not necessarily the best idea to peek at the TD bush there, always a very risky move. Hoped that there would maybe be nothing ahead, or maybe could stay unspotted over there. Oh, blind shots are flying in here. The VZTDs both putting in the blind shots there. Unfortunately for them, and luckily for the TJY batshit, they missed. So the ICFC team is stacking up behind C, waiting for someone like Moza to do a mistake and push into that C cap. And I think they are sealing the deal here for Moza. Now the Rinoceronte is coming in, putting in the clip there, going back into cover, but Moza will only have one more shot and is about to get killed there. Nice bait by ICFC, waiting for the enemies to do this kind of move. Now Risk has to do something. They know they have a tank advantage over here, and they are all going in. But there is only the batshit for the moment who is able to run away. The Kranwagen though is also fairly isolated, yet he does have enough backup to survive a push without leading to a bad trade for ICFC. Gun advantage for the ICFC guys. Risk going in though. Risk not having the hit points though. This is the problem for them. They cannot afford to take a lot of shots, and by going for the Kranwagen, they will have to expose to the VZTDs who are covering from behind, and there goes Nitroglycerine there. Just getting killed. 2 guns more on the field for ICFC. It looks like ICFC is going for the comeback on this game. Risk is getting punished here. Smurf Potato just also getting taken out. 3 guns more on the field for ICFC. And there is the STB also in focus via ICFC, pushing back towards the middle, having the Kranwagen in focus as well. Having the VZ moving up from the side. The only low hit point tank is the VZ over there, who is still fairly well covered. Can still put out some shots there. 1k points for ICFC. Very dominant performance on this game, contrary to the ones before. ICFC coming back a little bit at least. 3-2 now. That's good for them. They might still have a bit of a chance. I mean, now they only need 2 wins. While Risk still needs only 1 win. It's definitely nothing impossible there. But of course the nerves will be blank for either of the teams. Yet it is not the grand final yet. So it's a little bit confusing, because here you can see it says grand final. But it's not, it's only the final of the upper bracket, not the actual grand final. Because that will be tomorrow then. Tomorrow will be the lower bracket grand final then. Lower bracket grand final. Lower bracket final and the grand final. Where then the winning team of this one is facing the winning team of the lower bracket. Where the losing team is going to fight another one. I forgot which one now. But yeah, that means that actually it might be just the same match on the grand final. Ending the tournament then again. Okay, so we've got 3-2. Let's adjust the score right here as well. And good luck to ICFC. I would hope to get this to the tiebreaker so that we still see it being super close there in the end. I think ICFC does have the potential for that. They were showing some great games earlier on already. Although they have lagged behind on a couple of matches here. This one again looked really strong. And Risk also did some mistakes that were just not helping there. And we can see a lot of EZTDs again. 4 of them in total on either team. Both teams... Nope, no. On side of Risk, we're seeing 1 Kran STP VZ113 heavy tank. Interestingly, that's played quite a bit here today. On side of ICFC, we do see a Batchet Kran and a VK72. So both teams also picking the Kranwagen here to cover base B again. Shugu and Mugu going there fairly isolated. The rest of the team heading into base A immediately. F Silver already in the cap, securing the cap lead to the Risk guys. On the other hand, we do have a Batchet in base C. Won't be all too important here to have that slight cap lead, but it might be helpful, definitely. Mostly it will be about the kills. Oh, Captain Low going for the B cap. But there is Shugu and Mugu, who does have a better position, being hull down. And Shugu putting in 2 shots for free. Nicely done. Captain Low misplaying a little bit, I would say. Could expect the Kranwagen to be right there. That's the only reason anyone would pick a Kranwagen on this map to go for base B. Of course, it can also play in different positions, but that's rare. Over there, it can be perfectly hull down and decap the base. So mostly it is being played there. Otherwise, people would just play VZTD, Rhinoceronte, or anything else. So that is the hit point advantage as well for Risk, only by 1 shot, but still it's something. Slight cap lead as well. And also, I would say they're having the better positions, because they are having this hill here on the A side, which is just some nice option of shooting into that B cap. Due to having high ground, it's also fairly hard to penetrate anyone up there. Well, of course, you can also take some hull down positions in this area, but you will most likely have to do a rotation to one or the other spawn then. And we can see some movement here. Monkey King and TJY, who are getting a bit more aggressive, yet getting spotted by Sophie immediately. Sophie just raising the gun above the hill there, only there to spot. If Sophie got pushed onto, there would be 2 VZTDs covering, definitely. So that wouldn't be working out all too well for ICFC. But maybe they're falling for the trap again. Maybe it will also work out this time, because these VZs here will get spotted and they can get shot from the middle area. So if there was a push onto Sophie from different angles, then everyone could be shooting the VZTDs in the background as well. But it would have to be very well coordinated. And of course, let me just point it out again. These guys on the field, they don't see what we see. They only see the tanks with the light bulbs, which is very little information actually. In tournaments, people are playing fairly passively, so they don't have a lot of information available. They still have the information about the tanks on the lineup. They have the information about tanks that have been spotted by the light tank in most cases. But apart from that, there isn't too much they do know for sure, and they will have to think about it. What can we do? What are the enemies likely to be doing right now? ICFC isn't really coming up with a plan yet. Risk also just not changing their attitude towards the game. At the moment they have a plan of just covering base B, covering Sophie over there. Nitroglycerin also pulling up here in order to have shots down there. Of course Sophie is a weak spot, but Risk knows about that. Just like on the last game on Oasis Palms, where they had the Concept 1B in the kennel. Now there is some movement. There is some movement into base B as well. Kranwagen moving up and getting wrecked here. Getting shot by so many tanks. Look at that crossfire. Kranwagen down to a one-shot. Will be taken out very, very soon. And that's the gun advantage, but also Sophie got killed on the other side. Risk just let the 113 die here in order to shoot down the B area where they had more tanks available. Focus firing really well. There is Super Noob now in a 1v1 against Mad Potato. But also base B is getting capped, and with a tank advantage, that's already the cap win here, as they just managed to pick up another kill of Monkey King as well. 3 tanks out there. Great crossfire by Risk. And that means Risk is in the grand finals already. Really well done. Nice strategy here. Smart moves of just covering everything and not giving away any caps. Still having all the information that they needed. Making it really, really tricky for all the enemies to push there. And Risk did not find any solution there. Yeah, sometimes games like these, you know, it's a little bit like chess. You have to be highly tactical about this, predict what the enemies are going to do and counter that already. Plan a couple of steps ahead. That's what I love about tournaments as well. You can do this to some degree in random games, of course, as well. But it's just in tournaments, you bring this to the highest level, of course. So that's just the main thing about it. That's really standing out there. Tournaments are just another league than random games, of course. And I think that is really it for the tournament games. Risk showing some great stuff there. So let me check the the other results there again. So we've seen... Wait, let me just jump over there. Loading. Tournament history. Come on. You know, I could just do it on the website. Yeah. Actually, on the last final streams, we also had the upper bracket final on the first day already. I was just not aware of that anymore. Oopsie. But okay. So we've seen the following today. We've seen Rory versus ICFC 4-1 win. We've seen Rory versus GV. First team to get kicked out of the tournament to defeat today. It had to be one, unfortunately. Risk was having some great games against GV, 4-3. But these games here looked not as close as those must have been, although we did not see them. Rory in the lower bracket. They won against GV, so they do proceed to the lower bracket finals, which will be the first match tomorrow then. And also ICFC is facing them there, as ICFC just lost against Risk up here. So one of the teams, ICFC or Rory, are going to be in the grand finals then and having to meet Risk. Rory has already lost to ICFC on the first match here. But again, the result was not close, yet the matches were pretty close from what I have seen there. So I think there is a good chance of Rory actually coming out on top here on this match as well. I would not bet my money on ICFC yet. Anyways, we're having the top 3. We're having Risk in the Grand Finals. We have ICFC and Rory on the next spots rating for their Grand Finals invite. But why was it even called Grand Finals in-game? Upper bracket finals, not Grand Finals. Alright. I don't even know if I still have to stream for a while. I will still continue to play a couple of random games, I guess. Let me just quickly take a look here. Do I see the portal somewhere? No, I don't. Wait a second. Okay, I'm logged in on EU. Okay. Yeah, okay, you can still get keys for 3 minutes only. So I don't have to stream longer than that. I'm still happy to stream for a bit. But for now I can close the game already and open Blitz on my iPad. Yeah, nice games today. Unfortunately missed 2 games there. Could have been avoided. Anyways. Alright. What do I play? I feel like 1-1B. All right. I can finally breathe again. It's still so early. 4 PM right now. Usually I'm streaming far later than that. Which is a little bit unfortunate for the Asians who are watching right now, or anyone from APAC region. Usually struggles to watch my streams. But yeah. Not live, it still works out. And of course, in the videos. Oh, okay, I kind of overpeaked here. Still worked out with some angling. You are not safe. Neither am I. What? I did not spot him? That's something. Okay, calibrated shells helping me here. Only yesterday I switched to calibrated shells on this tank. Oh, nice. I think I can maybe just push up behind that E4 there and run Toronto. Ah, thanks. Ah, okay, it's coming back for me. Nice. How is the T62 not just going for him? Ah, now he is, finally. Let's hope he's winning this. He should be winning. Not sure, honestly. Please? Yes. Otherwise I might have had to go for him still. Okay, IS-7 in a cap. Pro. Good. How about we just kill the Caro? Or we're just farming the IS-7. It's also fine with me. I mean, it's a win anyways. He will not have a full clip, I assume. So I can just push in. Ah, okay. Yeah. This tank and shooting on the move is not really anything that works out too well. And it probably has been his last shot. No! Okay. Yeah, okay, counter just ended. I can see that on the view count. Oop, half the viewers there. By the way, if you're still watching on the portal right now, just make sure to also just check it out on YouTube. Here you can also just comment on the chat and let me know what you're thinking. Participate in the convos here. So maybe just join over, leave a like and subscription. Also, in the best case, you join the Discord server as well. Soon we'll have some more giveaways again running there. And that's the best way to stay up to date with everything. I need PC Dono. Maybe, and man. I don't know if some PC fixes would actually help. But there is, of course, always stuff to do better on streams. A long journey of improving everything step by step. Oh my gosh, no. Good. Just move down here. Oh no. What? Gorilla already hit me. I should not have done this move into the middle. Thought I could just push over to the left side, was not clever. And now I will have to be twice as careful. Oh, camper. Okay, YOLOing guy. Not going for me, luckily. I'm alright, come on. Sits right there beneath the turret. Okay. They're both pushing in here. I need some distance. I'm not spotted. Luckily, I do see it with this tank. And not going to be winnable. Not winnable at all. Maybe another shot there. Ah, no. I mean, of course, E3 was going to get him anyways. Hoping for some track shot, but yep. Yep, nope. Let's try again. People from all around the world here on the chat right now. That's always nice to see. Okay, I will just spot middle area. I really don't like fighting a medium side aggressively. Also, we're having an AFK. Maybe we can just push away the heavies then. Nice. Okay, let's move. I don't like that I'm not having... I mean, we're having heavy disadvantage. 3 heavies versus 4. I'm not confident about winning the left side. Not at all. No, I need better RNG now. It's so important. Oh no, come on. Of course, it was not too well aimed, but I think that's enough to kill the left side. Come on. Nice. Just on time. Now for the concepts here. Good. Let's maybe avoid taking some shots. I don't have to. Good. And he doesn't even pay attention. I think he's moving out there. No, it's not okay. So we got bad shit fairly low. Not a one shot for me though. Looks good. Maybe I can just move in here and crossfire them. If I do manage to penetrate, of course. That's the thing. Yeah, there we go. I still have to be careful. Bad shit can not necessarily clip me, but potentially. Same as the Caro can clip me. I don't know why you're staying there. You should just run. Okay. Good. Let's hope I can catch him on a run. Yes. Good one. That got interesting. I was not confident in winning this war. We were not really having any massive advantage on the left side. Enemies played aggressively with strong tanks as well. We were losing the right side as well. Had some good teammates here as well. On a platoon. Definitely helped. What now? Maybe I played Toronto again. Haven't played it in a while. Net was saying so many times that Mets don't cross the river anymore in Port Bay. I don't know if people have ever just... Maybe people were a bit more focused on crossing the river. But I wouldn't count on knowing whether it was actually just a difference on what other people did, or if I just played more for the riverside as well. Nowadays I prefer just playing for the middle, but that's also been for a while already. Maybe, yes. Okay. I don't know if there are other heavies. I think I will just move up to the left side and crossfire them. Just didn't want to do so at the start. Oh, he still got me. Okay. Oh. Yeah, taking this one. Gotcha. Okay, I will just reload the second shot and go for the kill then. TDs are also not really camping, so I can move up here. Nah. Alright. Mino? Oh, what's that? VK camping. Shoot the rear for the fuel tank. There we go. I definitely want to shoot down the 2Ds first, not the VK. It's not that important. Oh. Yeah, okay, let's just reload. .7, already happy with this. Can just reload again, as I'm not having safe shots. And then go for some safe ones here. Good. Leo, all the way on the other side. And they still have another medium. I'm not aware of this position, not the hit points. Let's hope he's also on A and trying to maybe kill the S-Conk. Jeff Fangirl, actually, I think you're wrong about this. APAC server is really, really strong in tournaments as well, for a couple of seasons already. I don't know, if any server is like, of course on EU we're having more teams on higher level if we're just looking at the top 8, and the entire top 8 is at a higher level. But if we're just looking at top 4 teams or top 2, top 3, then no server is being better than the other. Not at all. And also this season has been very close on APAC as well. I did not feel like that was any worse than any of the other seasons of the other tournaments. And what is this? What am I seeing there? Actually, 63%. Okay, I thought 53%. I could try cutting off the D-line now, actually, but... Now let's just keep going. I won't be playing for too much longer anymore either. Just a few games. Okay, a lot of heavy tanks here on the enemy side. I like to see that. Hopefully some happy farming incoming. Enemies have a light tank though, while we are not having any mediums or light tanks. So they will be able to circle around the map. That puts them at a bit of an advantage. Let's see if they're applying for the C-cap aggressively. No. No one crossing over there. Sad. No. Bounce. Yeah. Of course. Hello. A little surprise. Okay, that works out quite well here. Yeah. Ah, no, Sheridan. No, it's not the Sheridan. That's the Gorilla. That's far worse than Sheridan. Because the Gorilla has DPM, so I cannot stay there at all. Oh, crap. That doesn't work out. Cannot cross over there to support a 260. Let's try killing that flank. But I will put myself into a safer position to do so. Oh no. BZ, no. Okay, I will put out one more shot, kill this guy and have to run away then. Because my teammate's going to die for sure. Oh, no. 2 one-shots. We killed that damn Sheridan, but there's still a Gorilla. Ah, man. Maybe I should not have stopped. Okay. Lol. Reload. And that's it. Yes. Ah, of course, the gorilla is still shooting me from the other side. Of course, I would have done the same thing. But, team just dying everywhere again. Those games are always a little bit awkward, where a team is just dying, you're fighting and fighting and fighting and just thinking you were doing a lot, but effectively you're not making any progress. If the, maybe if the BZ-75 didn't YOLO the left side, we would have been able to just shoot down E-100 and kill 260 or XM or so. Okay, let's go for faster tank again. One thing I really don't like about heavy tanks is that you're just sometimes way too slow to do anything. You just feel a little bit useless then. Okay, it's risky to stay here despite being spotted, but I'm greedy. And I think this works out. No! No! Fail! He could be dead already. Let's check out. Maybe I can just increase the pressure over here and crossfire them. This is some really fancy position that is often very successful if you're not getting pushed onto by some TDs or so. Stay right there. That's perfect. Thank you. Okay. That's weird. I'm not really safe to peek here. Yeah, you can see it. At the same time... Oh, he woke up. I'm not too afraid to just try it a little bit. Because we're winning the game already. Oh, dude. Okay, he shot. Oh, fuck. Yeah, he's going to be chasing me and I'm not having any chance anymore. Oh man. Getting killed by the AFK noob. Let's go for a last game on budget. Already been a 3-hour stream, 3 hour 30 minutes even. Dang. I'm getting hungry again already. Yeah, streaming is exhausting, especially tournament streams. Actually, I don't want to be on a medium flank against 3 mediums. That feels too risky. That's good. Let's see if they can find any heavy tanks. Got spotted by Leo. But every shot. Try it. Alright. I will say I probably should go flank. I mean, they are almost all on C. There's probably not much over here. Let's not drive through the cap. I don't want to give away my position. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's actually cap here. Maybe AV will be peeking. No, he cannot peek at me there. Yeah, I'm just pulling over some enemies. That's not bad at all. Oh my. Nice driving. Oh my. I kind of failed to see that until it was already too late. I should be able to escape unspotted. Yeah. Okay, I got spotted. And bounced the last shot. Kind of thought I might have been able to just outspot him there. I really got wrecked. So what's the 183 doing now? Might be cutting off my way over there. Might be on A. Might be aiming for me. Wherever I go. Nice. Good. I will have to end streaming now. That's been already a really long stream. Okay, we won the last one still. Hellas, yeah, of course. I was just not getting the most out of it. Okay, I'll be happy to take a break. Tomorrow I will be back though. Tomorrow I will be also supported by Zert, who should be a name for many of you if you've been following the tournament scene for a while already. He is one of the most accomplished tournament players actually, having led many teams already in the past and having secured many victories and cups. So that will be interesting to have someone very knowledgeable along there with me as well on the stream. I'm looking forward to it. Tomorrow grand final stream with a lower bracket first and then grand final best of 9 to end the season for the APAC tournament. I will also be streaming the EU tournament then very soon on the not 16th, that's today. 19th and 20th will then be EU, so another 2 chances or another 3 chances for now to get your keys and get some stuff in game, the containers there. What's actually in there? Let me just quickly check again. Fan containers over here. Blitz X Cup lockbox may contain stuff that I don't want to. Let me just press the info button. You can get certificates for STG and Glanzen. I don't have any keys. I don't get keys for streaming. Darkman, donating 4 euros. Thanks for stream. Thank you a lot for watching. Always great to have you all here. And yeah, that's it for today. See you back tomorrow then. Goodbye.